What if I told you that you could lose 15 pounds of stubborn belly fat in just 30 days without changing your diet, hitting the gym, or buying a single supplement? It sounds too good to be true, but it's real, and I am living proof because all I did at one point was walk every single day. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I did it, step by step, so you can do it too. No diet, no gym, and no stress. Just results. So let's get into it. So around October of 2 years ago, I was in a car accident, and that led me to have to be, kind of chill on my body for about 3 months. I could not really do heavy workouts. All I could do was simple movement. I was so frustrated because I was so used to being able to do any type of workout I wanted to do, and I had a specific routine before the accident happened. Then one day I asked myself, what if I just walk? I told myself I'm going to do a 30-day walking challenge, and that changed everything for me. I ended up losing 15 pounds of belly fat, and I didn't even do an extreme diet. No calorie counting, no tracking, and no skipping meals. I'm going to break it all down in this video. The exact walking routine I followed, the mindset that kept me consistent, the tricks I used to burn more fat, how I stayed motivated and got results. This is not about trends or shortcuts. It's about consistency, strategy, and a little bit of science. So grab some water, get comfortable, and let's talk about how water can change everything, including your life. When most people think about weight loss, they immediately think, oh, I have to go on a strict diet, I have to cut out carbs, or I have to do extreme workouts. But when it comes to walking, people just brush it off. It seems too easy or too slow to actually do anything, especially for fat loss. But that is the biggest mindset mistake. Walking is underrated, not ineffective. What people don't realize is that walking is one of the most natural, low-stress exercises for the body. It helps you balance your hormones, lower cortisol, and reduce that bloating. It puts your body in the perfect fat loss mode, especially when done consistently. And when you are walking daily, you're burning a lot more calories than you realize. Let me put that into perspective. If you walk 1 hour a day, you can easily burn 300 to 500 calories, depending on your weight and the pace. That's 2,100 to 3,500 calories per week, which equals 1 full pound of fat. Do that for a month, that's up to 4 to 5 pounds lost just from walking. Now combine that with drinking more water, being consistent, subtle lifestyle shifts, then you're suddenly in a 15-pound fat loss window naturally. And that's what I did. But before I give you my routine, let's talk about key fat loss factors. Cortisol. Cortisol, belly fat connection. Most people don't realize how much stress has to do with your belly fat. Cortisol, your body's stress hormone, causes fat to accumulate around your belly area. When you're overtraining and not eating enough, your cortisol goes up. And so does your belly fat. Walking helps lower your cortisol, which puts your body in a state to release fat. That's part of the reason why this works so well for me. Instead of pushing harder, I walked slower and lost more. And another thing, walking equals sustainable. How many times have you went all in on a workout or a diet only to just burn out within 2 weeks? That's because most plans are not really built for real life, but walking is. It's something you could do when you're tired, when you're unmotivated, when you're bloating, when you're stressed, even when you're on your cycle. It's gentle but powerful, and most importantly, you can stay consistent with it. And in fitness, consistency is the secret. Let me be clear, I did not walk 10 miles a day. I did not hold weights and do lunges on the sidewalk as I was walking. And I did not speed walk like I was racing somebody. I kept it simple, and that is why it worked. I told myself, for the next 30 days, I'm going to walk every single day, no matter what. Even if I just did 20 minutes around my neighborhood, I got it done. Momentum matters, and once you break that streak, your mind starts to negotiate. And I wasn't going to let that happen. My sweet spot was walking 60 minutes a day, and here's what that looked like. The first 10 minutes was a slow warm-up pace. The next 40 minutes was a steady, moderate pace. Not fast, but enough to actually get my heart rate up a little bit. The last 10 minutes was a slow cool down pace. I did not walk to burn out. I walked to stay in the fat burning zone. This means my heart rate was elevated, but I could still talk normal. That's the key zone where your body burns fat efficiently, not muscle. You don't have to walk in the morning just for it to work, but the most important thing is that you walked daily. I wasn't just scrolling and strolling. I walked with energy and intention. I I picked upbeat playlists or motivating podcasts, things that made me feel energized and kept me going. This was not just physical, it became mental. Walking became my therapy, especially after something so dramatic like the car accident I was in. I used this time to visualize my goals, release stress, and just overall hype myself up. That energy then spilled into the rest of my day, and that motivated me to eat better, sleep better, and stay consistent. I didn't punish myself or freak out if I did not hit 10K steps, but I made it a goal to do movement outside of just walking. I took the stairs anytime I could. I walked during my phone calls with my friends. I got up every hour just to stretch or just to move a little. All of that helped me keep my non-exercise activity high. This plays a huge role in your fat loss. Some days I walked slower, some days I only did 30 minutes. Some days I was bloated, tired, or just annoyed, but I kept going. And that is what made the biggest difference. Not the pace, not the number of calories burned, but the fact that I showed up for myself every single day. And that is what walking teaches you, how to show up for yourself. Now listen, I did not go on a strict meal plan. I did not cut calories, I did not cut carbs, but I did make some small intentional tweaks that made a big difference. These little things helped my body burn fat faster, my bloating reduce, and helped me stay in fat burning mode. Here is exactly what I did. I increased my water intake like a lot. I made it a rule, water before everything. I drank 1 cup of water right when I woke up, then I kept a big jug of water with me throughout the day. Drinking more water boosted my metabolism, helped me feel full, reduced water retention and bloating, flushed out toxins, and it even kept my cravings in check. Hydration was an overall game changer. I slept better on purpose. Fat loss is not just about movement, it's about recovery too. I made sleep a priority. I aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep and rest. Poor sleep raises your cortisol levels, which then stores belly fat. It throws off your hunger hormones, causing you to crave more sugar, and it slows down the fat burning process in the body. Once I fixed my sleep, I started waking up leaner. Period. I stopped eating when I was not hungry. I did not force myself to eat. If I was not hungry, I did not eat. I paid attention to my body. No emotional snacking and no boredom eating. I did not resist, I just listened to my body. That simple shift helped me burn calories without being too restrictive with myself. There were no food rules, just awareness, and that helped me out a lot. I cut out liquid calories, and honestly, I did this accidentally at first. I used to drink iced coffees with sugars, soda, sugary drinks, all of that. But when I started focusing on hydration, I naturally cut those things out. And that saved me so many empty, sugary calories that I just did not need. I stopped stressing about food. The more you stress, the harder it feels. So I gave myself permission to enjoy food just with some intention. If I wanted a treat, I had it, but I did not binge. I didn't guilt trip myself, and I did not let one bad meal become a bad week. That mindset helped me stay consistent, and that consistency is how I actually lost the weight. You do not need a perfect diet to lose belly fat. You just need to stop sabotaging yourself without realizing it. This is the part that nobody talks about, but your mindset will either carry you or it will crush you. I didn't lose the belly fat just because I walked. I lost it because I changed the way I looked at fat loss mentally. Here's exactly how my mindset shifted and how that made everything a lot easier. I stopped trying to punish myself into being thin. Before this journey, I used to think the harder and the more miserable everything was, the more intense and extreme the results will be. But once I started walking, everything changed. Walking did not feel like a punishment. It became my time to think, time to heal, time to clear my head, and just overall reconnect with my body. And because it actually felt good for me, I wanted to keep doing it. Fat loss does not come from pain, it comes from peace and consistency. I focused on how I felt, not just how I looked. Instead of always checking and obsessing over the scale, I would ask myself daily, how do I feel today? Like, really, how do you feel? If I had more energy, better digestion, clearer skin, and just overall more motivation, that was signs that this journey was working. I paid attention to those little things instead of waiting for those dramatic before and after pictures. The more I felt better, the more I kept going. And honestly, that is when my body started to change the most. I let go of the all or nothing thinking. This time I told myself something is better than nothing. Even just a 10-minute walk counted. One small win is still a win. That mindset shift made it easier to stay consistent, and that is why I saw real change. I stopped comparing myself to other people. I made this journey about me versus me. Comparison kills motivation. It tells you that you're behind even when you're making progress. When I stayed in my lane and focused on my own pace, that is when I started winning. Your mindset will quit before your body ever does. But once your mindset is aligned, your body starts following. Some days I felt amazing and other days I felt tired. That's normal. But by sticking with it and not giving up, the progress kept compounding. And that's how I ended the month with the body that I wanted. Everybody's journey is different. You might lose 7 pounds, you might lose 15 pounds, you might even lose 20 pounds. But no matter the number, you will feel better. And that is the biggest win. Here are my final tips and encouragement for you. Small steps add up. Just one walk today, one healthy choice, one moment of self-care, that's progress. Be kind to yourself because there will be setbacks, bad days, and even moments of doubt. That's normal, but that does not mean you failed. So I want you to treat yourself with the same kindness that you would treat a friend. Trust the process because fat loss is not instant. It is a journey. Consistency will be your best friend. So keep showing up even when it feels hard. Celebrate your small wins. Every pound lost, every extra step, every positive thought is a win. So celebrate them no matter how small. You are worth it. Your health, your confidence, your happiness is all worth your time and your energy. Walking changed my life. It gave me my body back, my energy back, and my confidence back after the accident. And it can do the same for you. No crazy diets, no complicated workouts. Just movement, mindfulness, and patience. If you're serious about transforming your body and want a step-by-step plan that actually works, check out my workout programs designed to help you lose fat, build muscle, and just overall feel comfortable and confident in yourself. The link is below in the description, so go ahead and check that out. I have a bunch of different workout programs that I feel like you would love. So please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and check those workout programs out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.